Hi everyone, today let's talk about penguins, or actually not. At least what I will be talking about won't be ones from Madagascar. These have straight pointed beaks, like chimps red penguins, and are shorter than the well-known king penguins people usually talk about. Take a guess, but you may be wrong. A small hint is the large, curved, and heavy beaks. So as shown in the picture, can penguins exist in the Arctic? Well, just earlier this year, someone claimed Greenland has very cute little penguins. Scientifically, this is wrong, but looking deeper, you will actually find that he would have been right, if he lived in the 19th century. Before diving for the truth, let's first explore why penguins cannot live together with polar bears. Have you ever thought about not having to spend $10,000 on an Antarctic penguin cruise, but needing another $10,000 to see polar bears in the wild? Sadly, you can only see them together in zoos. The simple reason is geography. They're separated by thousands of miles of warm oceans and entire continents. Neither can cross the equator to reach the other. There's also a real-life example. Lars Christensen, a very successful Norwegian shipowner and whaling magnate, made only one unsuccessful attempt in his career. Between 1936 and 1938, he tried to put penguins and polar bears together in a commercial venture, but not in the same closure. He released penguins on island in northern Norway, hoping they would adapt. In the end, the penguins died off one by one. Some starved, others fell victim to local predators like foxes and eagles, exactly the kind of hunters Christensen had tried to avoid. The experiment was a complete failure. The failure wasn't just bad luck, it was biology. Penguins evolved in Antarctica and sub-Antarctic islands that have no land-based predators. A penguin's main defense is to get into the water. The Arctic, by contrast, is a world of land predators. The ecosystem is dominated by the polar bear, the world's largest land carnivore, along with Arctic foxes, wolves, and other hunters. A slow, clumsy on land, utterly naive penguin never stood a chance. So back to the topic. While listening to this story, did you figure out how, technically, in the 19th century, penguins lived together with polar bears? The origin of the name penguin gave us the idea. It is a fascinating story of mistaken identity. The word likely comes from the Welsh term pen-gwyn, pen, meaning head, gwyn, meaning white, describing the Great Auk, a northern bird that had a white patch on its head. In the 1570s to 80s, English sailors were already calling the northern Great Auk the penguin. That bird lived in the North Atlantic, including Greenland, alongside polar bears. So if someone in the 19th century talked about penguins in Greenland, they were actually talking about the Great Auk before it went extinct. Later voyages changed everything. Explorers saw flightless, black and white birds that looked incredibly similar to the Great Auk, so they simply used the name they already knew, penguin. But here's the obvious question. If the Great Auk was called penguin first, why do we now call it the Great Auk instead? The answer leads into a strange twist in naming history, and that's exactly what we'll explore in the next video. See you!